Alright, so this is my old recording setup for recording on my DS. This is actually for Metroid Prime Hunters. And what it does, of course you got the DS with its little screens, and what you do is you'd slide this thing on top of the top screen like that. Then you have 1/4-inch holes right here, and I have a dummy camera. You'd actually screw the camera to this mounting bracket, and you could actually record really easily and really well these different games. And you would just grab the top screen, but it would be really stable. You could actually do it while playing pretty reliably. You could look at it, underneath, or you could actually look through the screen of the camera. Or you could also, at the time, hook the camera to the input to a TV and actually just play it on a TV with some lag. But I made this forever ago for Metro Hunters, and I used it for that. Haven't used it since because it doesn't fit on any of their DSs. Oh, I did use it for Mario vs. Donkey Kong videos too. Worked really well. But now I'm getting ready for version 2. So I have this thing right here. So this is what I got so far. It's not completed. This is just for holding the DS. It's really fixed. So I got this. It's got this nice washer and spring on it, and it's got, you can see it's got pin here, and pin. These are actually, if you look there, circular pyramids, or spikes, I guess, if you want to call them that. And it's spring-loaded. Doesn't need to be spring-loaded, but it is. And what you do is they engage with the slot here, and then these two square holes here. This slides down like that. This goes down, and because those spikes are pyramid shapes, they center on the hole, and will have the same. They're able to hold it really tightly, and have the same. What do you call it? Have this very consistent positioning of the DS, and it just tightens on with a screw. That goes out of the way. This opens up, and what it's actually going to do is it's going to film, zoomed in a little bit, and it's actually going to film both screens at the same time. And then I'll use editing to flip it around and do all this sort of stuff. And the camera it'll be similar to this thing where it's got these, so this thing's got the bracket for the DS, and it's got the sidewalls to lift the camera up. This one, the camera's going to be probably maybe about up here, maybe about a foot, somewhere between 12 and 18 inches away from the camera, I think. And it's not going to be designed to use while it's playing like this one was, because I just plan to use it really for Smash Brothers, and I'll just record replays with it. And it should get really high quality. What I found out is, so part of the reason I'm recording both screens at once is because I found out that if you want to get the best image quality, you want to kind of have resolution matching. So I'll set my camera actually to a lower resolution, so it's 720 instead of 1080. And then when I'm filming both screens like this, like that, the resolution on the screen is close enough to the resolution that's on the camera that you don't get the weird like LCD blocks and lines and stuff. You actually get a really good image. So there we go. That's how this is working so far. Close this up, loosen that up, pull that up, and it just comes right out like that. And this, of course, will be painted and stuff as well. Have this covered even it's recessed. Well, it's flush, but I still want it covered because we don't want that metal touching the 3DS. But there we go. I'll continue working on this. But this is where I am so far. I'm really happy with how this turned out. It's really cool. And like, it doesn't need the spring. You could just like move it in and out by hand. But just having the spring just was like, yeah, it's so cool. So I'll post another video once I finish it up, and then I'll be posting some Smash videos.